How you feeling?
Nervous.
Don't be nervous, come on.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Montavon, and I am queen of the animals. You gonna let me size check you? No? She's getting big. This is the most attractive I've ever been.
Time to get ready to go ski, huh?
Yeah.
What did you have for breakfast this morning?
I had protein French toast.
Is that like typical for weekends, or do you do that during the week?
I feel like sometimes we do that during the week, but it's more of a weekend thing, yeah.
So you eat breakfast before every set?
Yeah. I used to not eat before I'd ski. I can't do that anymore. Nothing like getting into your 30s to like I have to do things the normal way. I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel here. Come on. You're okay.
Is she the emotional support animal when you don't ski well?
Yes, but I'm her emotional support animal at all times.
So what's the plan for today?
So today we are tuning a little bit for the hot water. It's kind of the hottest it's gonna be.
How hot is the water?
The surface temp's close to 100, you know, like this much, which is where the ski's sitting. And it's just making everything hard. I feel like I feel like I'm 40 pounds heavier right now on my ski, and it's just the way the ski is sitting. So nothing wrong with the ski. It's just this time of year in South Florida. I feel it in my neck. I'm kind of getting in too deep on the back of the buoy and trying to go right to my alignment, and it's just, the tail's sitting so deep, you get a little bit of whiplash effect,
So what are you gonna do to tune, like what specifically?
So, we tried yesterday taking out wing angle, because as you add wing, it pulls the tail down. That freed it up a little bit, but it wasn't really enough. Then we tried taking out depth to allow a little more tail slide. That was a little bit better, that wasn't it. So we're actually gonna try taking out some tip to see if we can actually let the tip lift a little bit. I think when I'm coming up into the buoy, the tail might be getting pulled down by the wing, but I think that it's decelerating too fast off the tip too. So it's just too heavy in both places. So it's making it hard to swing, it's making it hard to get free of the boat, it's making it hard to ski out of the buoy, and then it's making it hard to swing again. I mean, it's just like 3 hard things in a row into and out of every single buoy, and so it's not fun, but.
When's your next event?
Like, event or tournament? We have a 4-round record at Okehili in like a month, but then my next event would be Mastercraft Pro in September.
Bikini color is important, huh?
Extremely important. Hey, it all matters. Because anything I learned from watching the track and field girls at the Olympics this year is that how you look matters.
Do you think that matters more for women than men?
I don't actually think anybody cares what. In water skiing or regular sports?
Both.
I don't think anybody cares what women water skiers look like.
Are you sure about that? I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard to look good when you are just about to go jump in a lake. I mean, I think it matters. I think it matters how you present yourself. I think it's a sign of self-respect for everybody, men, women, all sports. And I think if you like how you look, then you feel more confident, and then you do better, you know? So I don't think it really matters what you look like superficially. I think it matters for your your psyche. But that's just me.
So do you like living in Florida?
I love Florida. I feel like we live in a really good pocket of Florida. I mean, there's crazy people everywhere, but where we live is not like the Florida man that you hear about in the news. Yeah, Waynes, do you like Florida?
If you didn't ski, would you still live here?
I feel like Florida brings out the healthiest side of me, you know? We've played a little bit of pickleball, we've done a little bit of open water swimming. I like going for runs down here.
And training year round.
Yeah, and skiing year round. Like if I didn't ski, I feel like there's still so much like to do down here because it's easy to be outside. I mean, right now it's so hot. It's already 82 and it's only 9 a.m. But I just feel, yeah, I don't know. I feel like this brings out like the best in me more.
Do you think you're at a disadvantage because you live down here in South Florida versus in Orlando where most of the pros live?
Yeah, it's definitely a disadvantage to live down here, but I like this area and my quality of life is high. You know, God forbid, something catastrophic happens and I can't ski anymore. I want to like where I live, you know, at the end of the day. So there's community down here that matters to me. And I'm healthier here, I think. I'm my best version of myself here. So even though I don't have access to all of the like intellect around skiing that's up in Orlando and all of the resources, this is a good place for me. You know, the thing is, like times of year when skiing is kind of hard on the body, it's really, I feel like it's a difficult decision because skiing too many longer lines means the speed of the whip's a little bit slower, and so that can be a little hard on the body as well, like if you already feel too slow because of the really hot water. So I come at it from, well, I'd like to ski some of my longer lines to just like work on things, but then the speed of the whip's going to feel really heavy in my hands. So if I ski shorter lines, then it's more imperative that I do execute everything right, but then I'll get the advantage of like having that faster speed of the whip, which can feel a little bit easier on the body. But if the ski isn't tuned well enough for the hot surface water, executing everything right might be hard, and then I might start missing passes, and then the rhythm kind of like starts to disintegrate from there. So I feel like I'm gonna have to play it by ear, especially because we're doing a little bit of ski tuning.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, we are in a public park. But the ski lake is just over there, through there, near the turnpike. And then there's more ski lakes over there. So you can see a boat right now on what we call Main, taking a set.
I get the love of like private ski lakes and everything, and they're always beautiful and pristine, but it just doesn't help with the accessibility issue right now, you know? Everything's so expensive, just like cost of living, let alone like ski boats and ski equipment and tournaments. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I need to stop looking in the past so much. Goodness. I love skiing. I love the actual skiing. Pro events and like what seems glamorous, like getting to be on TV and getting to travel, like all of that kind of comes second for me. Like I actually just love skiing. I love learning more about skiing. I love the training. I guess you could say like I love the process. That's probably the most intelligent way to say that, is I love the process. But to be in the process with no end goal or no testing grounds would be really boring at the same time. So I go to these events to push myself and to test myself.
Miss Sally Montavon.
Didn't see that one coming.
What are you preparing for?
Oh, I've got getting ready to go to Spain. Now I have Worlds.
Senior Worlds, right?
Senior Worlds, yes. Yes. Pretty excited. It's been fun getting ready. Good reason to be consistent and keep training.
It must be wild for you to see, you know, considering the history and all those years putting the junior skiers at the forefront, seeing her go pro and her successes on the tour. It must be wild to experience that.
Yeah, it is really exciting. I so wish her grandparents were alive and they could just see like where she's at and, you know, her skill set and what she's accomplished. And also too, you know, like things around the sport that have innovated and but yeah, it's exciting. I'm really proud of her. She is really just an incredible person. I'm excited for, you know, everything about her.
Do you think you're going to win any or all of the next 3 pro events you're entered into?
Do I?
Yeah, are you going to win? Like, are you going to go take it down?
I think I could win. I think I have the skills to win. I think I have the desire and the drive and the willingness to put myself out there. I have to make myself execute. This year I've really tried to reinvent a lot of my skills, especially after we came back from Europe. You know, we've had this great training block. Will I execute those skills perfectly and enough times in a row to win a tournament? I don't know, you know? I told myself that with all the tournaments we have coming up, I forget how many rounds it is total between like the record tournaments and the pro tournaments, but I told myself I'm willing to blow every single one of those rounds, and I personally will not be upset. Like, I'm probably gonna look like I'm insane, because I'll be like, I'm fine with it if I did not ski the way I've always skied.
Why do you cross train as much as you do?
I kind of come at that from like 2 angles. You know, first of all, I think that movement for the body, especially after, like, I have a desk job. So doing the corporate thing during the day, getting out of my head and just moving my body in any way is just good for like my mental headspace. It's kind of like a way to reset before I go to bed. Skiing, anybody who's ever skied knows that nothing feels like skiing. There's no workout or other sport that simulates the feeling of skiing. But that being said, just skiing isn't enough to train for skiing, in my opinion. So I think cross training is really important, just to, mostly injury prevention at this point. I'm strong enough. I've built a lot of strength over the past 6 years. I don't think anybody questions my strength or like tenacity, my ability to pull myself out of situations. At this point, it's about injury prevention. It's about mobility. It's also about that mind-muscle connection, staying aware of those muscle groups, staying aware of my balance, things like that.
So you're the owner of CrossFit 1401.
Yes, I'm one of the owners.
And how long have you been owner for?
It's been like 1.5, 2 years.
Nice. And how long has Elizabeth been here? Like a couple of years?
Right. Is it 3 years? 2 or 3 years?
How long have you been going here for?
I don't know. I feel like you guys are family, so. Aww. You know.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a minute.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, what does fitness mean to you in your life?
It means everything. You know, healthy is wealthy.
That's one of your taglines, right?
It's one of our taglines here. Healthy is wealthy.
Yeah.
You know, without fitness, you're not gonna live. You're not gonna perform.
And part of your big thing I noticed is community, right?
Yeah.
So community is a big thing.
Yeah.
That's something that Elizabeth touches on a lot in her many podcast appearances.
I think fitness here comes second. Community comes first.
Yeah.
We're a social club first. We're here for each other first, and then we also work out. So
Rock on.
yeah.
Well, thank you, Zig. Thank you, Elizabeth. Healthy is wealthy, baby. When people kind of trash you online, you know, which has been happening to you for a long time now, maybe a little less these days.
Oh yeah, a lot less these days. It's died down a lot these days.
But how do you feel about it now versus, you know, that first 2 years on the tour?
Some of the negativity really stung, for sure. Some of it was really pointed. Some of it came from people I know who made up, you know, fake accounts.
Yeah.
That stuff sucks. And when you start to figure out who it is, that hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Some of it came from our peers, you know, and that makes things politically very complicated. But it wasn't until people started attacking you more directly that it really started to bother me, that I started losing sleep over it. And my anxiety kind of came back. I can take it when it's about me, but when it's about my husband, that hurts really bad, you know? So like in the beginning, it was really motivating because I was like, okay, I'm getting a reaction, right? There was nothing going on. So getting a reaction was better than nothing. And I did get positive reaction. A lot of it was privately. It was, DMs, which I like screenshotted all of, and I still treasure them because that was really encouraging. And then the negative DMs and comments and like the trash talk, for me, I was like, okay, I've struck a nerve and I need to figure out thematically what that means. There is a lack of media in water skiing, and water skiing is also very geographically spread out. And so you have this community of people that want to connect with each other, but it's not like there's a local ski spot you can always drop into, right? Like people get jobs that take them places, people get married, they move. Some people drive 2 hours to ski, some people live on a ski lake. It's very different situations. Now we have things like Return to Baseline, we have Water Ski Broadcasting Company, Rob Hazelwood has a great vlog series. Like there's a lot more accompanying media from different perspectives now.
Okay, here's a fun one. If you could bless the sport of water skiing with one attribute, what would it be?
One attribute water skiing needs: fun people. So when you have more fun people, I think there's like a likability factor that goes up. Storytelling's easier. Selling the product of water skiing is easier, right? Fun people usually bring people to things, or people want to be around them. We want more people in skiing, we want more people to spend money in and around skiing. I think we're missing that fun component. That sounds really cheesy, like what is fun, right? Like saying we need to have fun is actually a really response. I think that fun comes from the ability to look at other humans and say, okay, would I enjoy the experience you're having right now? Because if not, I need to redesign this experience that I've created and I'm selling to you. So, I don't know, I think it's an empathy thing. I think we really need to look at the experience of water skiing. We've made it extremely technical. We've made it extremely high end, right? We have SurePath and zero off, and we measure everything to the 1,000th of an inch. None of that sentence sounded fun. So I think we're missing the fun people. I think we drove some of them out of the sport.